Hey, crypto heads, it's the Goose with the Cryptic Paranormal Show. Welcome back to another Cryptic Paranormal Thursday. Hope you guys all had a great week. Super excited to be back this week. Hope everybody's been doing well. Denise, how's it going? You just coming back from a pretty amazing looking vacation, huh?
Oh my God, it was so needed. It was so
Yeah.
perfect. It was like a freaking movie. We went and stayed, we got an Airbnb lake house down by Lake Berlin,
Uh-huh.
and we just spent 4 days swimming and fishing and going out on a
That's awesome.
pontoon boat, and it was incredible.
That's amazing. Vacation is so cool, and it's so hard to get back to wanting to come home after
Right?
that. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah,
Especially if you're actually enjoying it. Like I've been on
right.
vacations or like you've been with other families and you're in one house and it's like, okay, at the end of the
Yeah, I
week
can't
I'm
wait to
ready to
get
go.
home.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
this was not one of those times. It was very sad to leave.
yeah. That's awesome. I'm glad you got that. You definitely needed it. You guys
Yeah,
all definitely needed it. So
yeah.
awesome. What's going on, Heisenberg? Anything?
Nope, just living the dream, man. Living the
Good.
dream.
And Kate, the boss lady, and little Lincoln are all doing well.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be in here again one more time because Lincoln loves to say hi.
Oh, good.
That's cool. We love to say hi to Lincoln.
Have you showed him himself on the YouTube
I
yet?
think Kate did. I don't know. I
Yeah,
have to ask
because
her.
he loves YouTube, so he would be
Oh yeah, he
excited.
does.
What's up, Darren? We got Penny Hurst. We got Barb Young and Darren Smith. But we
So how about
also
you,
got
Ray?
our special. What's that?
I said, how about you?
I'm good. I mean,
All right.
it's just been kind of waiting out this medical leave so I can get back to work and get my bank account back up to where I need it to be able to make it through. But we're doing all right. We're doing good. It was a busy day today. Um, my daughter was in a playoff softball game. Their team made it, but they dropped it this tonight. That's why we were running late. Everybody was talking about net fall ball already. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's good.
Did you yell at her for losing?
Yeah, I kicked her. I told her she had to walk home.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Good.
want to make sure.
Good parenting.
No losers in this household, right?
That's right.
I'm just kidding. But we have amazing special guests, a place that I have not been to yet. But we
Same.
got the crew from Haunted Hillview Manor, and I got to meet them, a few of them, over at the Parapsychon down in Mansfield a couple months ago, and told them I would have them on, and here we are. I'm interested to hear about this place. It sounds like it's been through some changes recently, if I'm correct. But who wants to give us like the lowdown on what Hillview Manor is?
Everybody looks at me.
uh-huh.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I didn't get the pleasure of meeting you. I didn't make it to the Parapsychon, but we're super excited to be on tonight, guys. So thank you. And Denise, too. Thank you.
No problem.
So Hillview Manor actually started out as a poor farm in 1926 and went through as a poor farm until the 60s and then became a nursing home until 2004 when it closed. And that's kind of the real quick and dirty background of it.
A lot of background.
There's a lot of background. I could sit here and give you the background for the next 2 hours, but I don't think your viewers want that. So, but there is a haunted history pretty much the entire time the facility was in use, no matter what form that was in.
Yeah.
We got lucky last year. We had a whole group of former staff members come here, and one of them was fourth generation, all the way back. Her great grandmother was a cook here in 1940.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
That's cool.
That was so. You should have seen us look like paparazzi falling around the building recording.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we do all kinds of ghost tours here. We have all kinds of events, day tours, night tours, publics, privates. We have a convention coming up next month. We have a psychic fair in June. We have all kinds of exciting things all year round. So
That's awesome.
thank you. Yeah, we love it.
That's so exciting. I'm telling you, one of my favorite days ever at the seminary was when we had our former caretakers' kids come back to the building and tell us stories, what it was like, growing up in the building. Like, I love that so much. Did the team, did they actually like do an investigation, or did you guys just basically interview them, or?
We just basically interviewed them. We
Yeah.
actually let them take us on a tour, is what we did. We said,
Oh,
where
that's
do you
cool.
guys go? And they wanted to walk the whole building. So we walked the whole building. We took notes, we took pictures, we took video.
It was very interesting.
It really was.
That's so cool.
It was back then that happened to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so cool. How fun. How long have you guys each been there?
Me and Sue have been here 4 years.
Donnie, I think, has been here the longest. How long have you been here, Donnie? 7 years?
7 years.
Yeah, I've been here 4. Dale, I think you're the second longest, right?
6.
6. So.
Wow.
Wow.
Even though we don't count Dale as 6.
we
Because he left for a while and we got him back into the fold.
Yeah.
did. We did.
Oh, cool.
Pulled him back into the fold.
Nice.
So we 6-ish. Huh?
6-ish.
We'll say 6-ish.
But it's kind of awesome because this was the place of my very first paranormal investigation 12 years ago.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
that's
how
awesome.
Oh, that's
fun.
pretty cool.
So when I got the opportunity to work here, I jumped on it with both feet and just,
Right. That's so cool.
it really is.
So did you guys all have similar reasons for coming? Like, did you all do the investigations first?
Yeah.
And then what? Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. We all did investigations first, and then we just kept coming back to the building and back to the building, and then they got tired of seeing us. So why don't you guys volunteer? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, Melissa?
that's right. We decided to keep everybody right down there.
Yes.
Honestly, though, that's the way to do it because that's, we have a lot of volunteers that are like that. They kept coming back so often and we're like, listen, you could probably give a freaking tour at this point,
Yeah,
So, I mean, it's
Sue would come. We would have to sit here for an hour until the tour got done. So we would have
right.
to go up late
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
we knew the tour. We didn't have to take it.
Right.
And
That's
Same.
good, though. I mean, at least you all prove your passion for the building before you ever even have
Yeah.
one day of volunteering.
exactly. Yeah.
That's good. So I know people always ask this question, but
there's a
who
place-
wants to talk about their scariest moment? Because I have not been to
Good one.
Hillview yet, so I need to know what
All
I'm
right.
up against.
scariest moment?
Dale put his hands up, so I think
No,
that's...
Well, we've all caught in a lot of crazy things here. So
Yeah.
Scariest moment? I
Scariest
don't really know. There's not.
I mean, that was you and I and
the
The hallway
in the
with-
back, maybe?
well, the shadow figure that ran at us in Jeffries.
Oh yeah.
It was actually the 3 of us. It was Sue and Ken and I, and we were here doing a live stream on a Wednesday night. And we were in what we call Jeffries hallway. We were further down the hall in Mary Aiello's room. And something kept setting off the, you had a music box. Something kept setting off the music box. So Sue stepped down to the hallway, was filming. And I stepped out and so did Ken. And we saw just down the hall in the next room, you watched something black crawl out of a room. And I mean, like you saw
Oh,
clawed hands come out, and when the head turned, it wasn't human, and looked at us, and we're like, okay. And then
Yeah.
it turned into this black mass and rushed down the hallway at us.
We actually were going live. That's why we caught it on camera, and they used that in Portals to Hell when they came here.
Yeah. They used a very,
oh
very
wow.
tiny snippet of it. I wish they'd have used the whole video. It's
Yeah.
the only time that I've ever been afraid in this building, really. So
Yeah. Noted. Not going to Hillview. Thank you.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Nice.
Nice. You get lost in there.
It was nice to meet you guys. I'm out.
That's what we call second floor. So that's who.
What do you got, guys?
yeah, a lot of people see the creeper,
What do you
but
guys got?
yeah, most of the time he doesn't bother people.
So, I mean, like Sue was saying, we can experience everything from things moving by themselves to voices to shadow figures. This place has a wide variety of activity, stuff that happens. So I wouldn't say there's a scariest moment, but one of my most crazy experience, and I believe Dale was with me. It was a few years back. We were in the basement and we had a 14-pound bowling ball sitting in the middle of the hallway as a trigger object to see, hey, can you move the bowling ball on the floor? And sure enough, the thing moved, hit the wall, bounced back, and it was doing some crazy stuff that we couldn't explain, and it's 14-pound ball, so you have to have to move it. So I wouldn't say scariest, but pretty crazy experience.
Yeah. That's
We don't suggest you bring a 14-pound
Right.
bowling as a trigger object.
Really don't. We
So
really
that's-
don't.
it was already in the basement, so we
Okay.
tend to shy away from 14.
I thought you guys were just part of a bowling league. You were like, hey, we got stuff in the car for this.
With some pins put them down. You know?
Yeah, the doors we keep locked up downstairs. There's a bowling alley down there. We don't
It's out now.
yeah.
Yeah, like most people bring like a beach ball or a balloon or something easy to roll. You guys are like, listen, I know you can handle a 14-pound ball. Do it.
Right.
They moved it. They sure did.
One of the scariest things me and Sue encountered is it was only us two in the building locking up the one night, and we were down by the atrium in One North, and we got about 3 rooms up into the hallway, and we just had a flashlight, and you hear with our own ears a woman scream like she was standing right next to us.
Oh my gosh.
And we just both stopped and looked at each other, and we're like, okay. And the nurses, and it's funny because the former nurses and staff members told us that at the end of that hallway there used to be a woman that they called the Howler. Every night she would scream, and that's all she did. I think that's who we heard.
Wow. So do you think she's there, or you think that was something residual?
Well, she doesn't answer us, so I mean, it might have
Right.
just been your door. She just
Yeah.
decided to start screaming.
Actually, we do hear screams all over the building.
We do.
We've all heard
Yeah.
different times, different floors.
Wow.
A woman screaming. It's pretty prominent.
Donnie took a group up to the second floor to do some investigating. They asked them to go out with them, and we were in the office, and as we were sitting in the office, and we heard a woman scream, and we thought it was the girls that were with Donnie. Donnie comes running down and goes, "Were you guys screaming?" We're like, "No." And he goes, "Did you hear that scream?" I'm like, "Yeah, we heard that scream."
That was one of the.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard that locking up,
Oh yeah.
last part in here, all the lights are out, you're outside locking the doors at 4:00 in the morning, you hear that blood curdling scream. It's like, yep, we're going to lock that a little faster. And get in the car.
Gail, any chilling moments for you?
Nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we all love this building, so we're like used to it.
Yeah.
So we're
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shadow figures are normal around here.
Voices. We hear conversations, people talking, just all the weirdest stuff. I mean, sometimes we're walking through alone. Footsteps. all sorts of
Footsteps
weird
running
stuff.
up behind you.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
doesn't. You just stop and turn around, and you're like, okay.
Got it. Yep, keep walking.
Yeah.
Hear
We
music
need you
playing.
guys to come.
Yes, we do.
You can join us on a Wednesday for our Wednesday night lives if you would like to. We go live every Wednesday.
Nice.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. With those crawlers. Let me get right on that. No, I always
there.
ask volunteers because I started at Madison because of the history. Like I live right down the street from the building. I went on a tour. I fell in love with the history of the building and, all of that. So I came for the history first, and you get roped into the paranormal. Madison's the same way. You can't go in there even at 1:00 in the afternoon on a Tuesday and not have an experience. So I kind of got roped into the paranormal. That's why I was wondering if you guys knew how crazy it could be before you started, because I did not.
I think just seen on TV maybe,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but I mean, like what got me started here was when my son was about 9, and we were watching Ghost Adventures when they were here, and he looked me dead in the eye. He said, "Dad, this is what I want to do." I'm like, "You want to do what?" He's like, "I want to ghost hunt." And I said, "If you're serious, I'll start investing in some equipment." And finally got him into this building when he was 10. And he's been hooked.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And we actually been to Madison once. And
Oh, cool.
I can remember hearing 2 little girls talking.
Yeah.
Down one hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's the same with you guys, where it's so clear that you're like, holy shit, somebody broke into the building, because
Right.
you can hear it. Like they're just having a conversation. Like no big deal.
Yeah, I've been to Madison a couple of times and we had some pretty wild experiences there too.
Yeah.
And it's the
I
same.
feel like,
It's the same in this building.
Yeah.
1 in the after. Well, we do
Yeah.
3 to 6 doors. At 3 to 6, it's still. I mean,
Yeah.
people get stuff all the time.
They hear lots of music playing.
Yeah.
We
Really?
put
Yeah.
music box.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
We had that happen a couple of times. We closed December, January, February. The building's just too cold. No matter how cold you
Yeah.
think it is outside, trust me, this building is colder.
Yeah.
We come up several times a week, do walkthroughs, things like that. And my husband and I came up one time and like we had to break the snow to get up, unlock the door, walking through, and we could clearly hear music playing. He thought it was one of our maintenance guys up here doing work. I'm like, we had to disable the alarm.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to be in the car. That's
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder why
Jen?
music. It's got such a history of
Hi, Jen.
people who wouldn't be allowed to have music. I mean, maybe that's why.
Right.
But
Well, we all through the end of November and through December, we put radios out in different parts of the building. We play Christmas music. When,
oh,
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
when nobody's here, we play Christmas music.
That's
too.
nice.
It was huge.
I love that.
We really celebrated it.
Yeah.
and it really, the atmosphere here when the Christmas music is playing is just amazing.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, does it change it a lot?
Yes.
It does.
We even have a Santa Claus.
Oh my God, we did that.
Nice.
I love it.
Secret identity.
Nice.
Nice.
Right?
I love it. I love to see people care so much about the building and the people who
Yeah.
are stuck there,
It's very important.
We
Yeah.
we always say that in life they didn't get a lot of respect, but
Exactly.
was hell going to respect them in death.
Exactly.
That's what
Yeah.
we're supposed to hear. So that's like our mantra, if you would, but that's what we tell the people on the tour. I mean,
Yeah.
you still gotta respect these people, even though they're gone, they're still
Right.
here.
And I always wonder, is that why there's so much energy in the building? Because it was such a sad place.
Hmm.
There was never
Yeah.
anything happy about the place. People would bring their loved ones here just to pass away.
Right.
They didn't know anybody. So
Right.
no family picked you up. You were buried out back. So, I mean, there was
Yeah.
nothing special for
Yeah.
anything that was in this building.
Yeah.
Buried,
That's why I
buried
was.
out back by the golf course.
Yeah. Feel back there.
Yeah. That's why I was saying about the music. Like, I'm sure that when those people were alive, it's not like they had access to that sort of thing. It was poor farms were not known for treating their people well. And same thing with nursing homes. Those are two pretty shitty
Right.
things. They treat their residents very poorly. So
Yeah, when it was a poor farm, they called them inmates. If that's
Right.
something about how they were treated.
Oh, wow.
right.
That seems to be
Yeah.
a common thing around, like in the poor farm lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were disgusting. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Heard that many
essentially like
times.
prisons. Yeah. Inmates is a perfect name for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good though. I love that. I'm not going to lie. I might steal that idea and play Christmas music.
Absolutely.
That's really cool.
We copyrighted that, so you're going to be in trouble.
Just play
Uh-oh.
the generic Christmas music, like
Yeah.
Jingle Balls and
That worked
Silent Light.
our great grandmother.
Yeah.
Worked the poor farm, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And she used to walk home 2 miles because of how bad it was here. She had to clear her head.
Yeah.
She said it was
Wow.
horrible how they treated everyone.
Right.
We don't get much information about the poor farm. We keep trying to, like Melissa and I will try to find as much as we can.
Right.
Nobody really talks about it.
They didn't keep very good records. back
No.
then.
Right.
No.
And
They didn't want to.
No.
right.
Finding that out about a lot of places.
No, they didn't want to.
And as shitty as it sounds, like they didn't think that those people were worth like writing down and keeping records of, and you know what I mean? So It's hard. It's out there though. I'm glad you guys are doing the research because
Yeah,
it's
we love to dig into the research.
Yeah.
People give us names, we dig into it, see what we can find. I said
Yeah.
when everything was locked down during the pandemic, I made so many phone calls to the local historical society. I didn't know if they were going to put me on the board or get a restraining order because I was it's me again. Hey, let me come in. I'll wear a mask. I'll wear gloves. You're like,
Right.
no.
Right.
Then don't get mad at me when I keep calling. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also get a lot of nurses that work here
We do.
in the
Lives.
in our lives on Wednesday nights, and
Oh,
just
wow.
a lot of the information they give us while we're live, we try to interact with that spirit that might be here.
Right.
Like last night, we got a name on the second floor that she used to make necklaces out of pony beads, and as soon as I asked, it sounded like a bag of beads fell on the floor.
Oh my
Oh, no
God.
kidding.
Yeah, and the one in
203.
203.
Okay.
That's so cool. Yeah,
That
I mean,
is
I guess if the building didn't close until 2004, you still have a lot of people who are still alive who worked there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was especially great for us when those people came in, when the staff came in. There were like 8, 9 of them, something like that.
Yeah.
They were here through the 80s and the 90s. And you could see how much they cared about the place and how much they loved it. And every single one of them said this was their favorite place they ever worked. So we were the building had such kind of miserable beginnings that these people gave it love, and that the people were cherished and cared for. And, they told us all the wonderful activities they used to do with them. And so that at least made us feel better that for some time the people were treated the way that they deserve to be treated.
And we carry
Right. And we're, like Sue said, we're carrying that on.
Right.
We still have one of the activity boards up when you go down towards the bathroom. It's from 2004, and it says beach volleyball on it.
We had a lot of questions about that.
We had a lot of questions.
I myself was going to have some questions about that.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah.
January. Beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball.
Nice.
Maybe they just talked about it.
I'm sure it's just volleyball with a beach ball, guys.
Well,
I'm
it
sure
is.
that they make the old people go out to the beach.
January beach volleyball. Trucking up the sand.
Yeah.
All the patients out there in wheelchairs trying to
Wheelchairs and sand. It's a great mix. It'll be fine.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Or they spray painted the snow brown. One of the two.
That's awesome. So how many residents did it have, like when it was a nursing home?
How many rooms are in here? There's 100.
Yeah, how many rooms are there? That's what I'm asking.
Really overcrowded.
Yeah. There, at a lot of points, there was like 2 or 3 beds per room.
Wow.
Overcrowded was in here.
And the ward rooms, there's only 2 or 3 of those. The one over here, they had 8 patients in a room.
Oh my
God. For like 4. It's horrible. Oh, that's worse when we found out that that's where they kept tuberculosis patients.
Oh, it's up to 12.
They had 12
up to 12
in that
people
room.
In that room at one
And
time.
Holy crap.
one upstairs.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
maximum capacity of the building was 270. So
Yeah. I'm sure they were
Probably
pushing that.
I'm sure they were pushing that.
Yeah. Was it run by the state then?
No, that was.
Yeah, it was always run by the state.
Yeah.
The 90s stuff, it was run by the state.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it got closed down because of lack of funding from the state.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sadly, a lot of those facilities that are run by the state, it's like, how many patients do you have? Okay, here's your check. It wasn't like, how well are they treated? Are they getting 3 square meals a day? It was like, okay, how many people in beds do you have? So they would try to cram as many people as they could so they could get more money. And
that still goes on today in certain parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have a little bit better standards now, but
Yeah.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Just a smidgen.
yeah.
When the Mary and Perry Snyder ran it in the beginning, when it opened up in 1926. And what happens when they were doing mass graves? So there'd be 10 or 12 bodies in one big giant hole.
Holy crap!
Wow.
What were they doing with that extra money for every grave that they were,
Right.
burying people
Yeah.
with?
I mean, it was sad enough that you wind up in a potter's field with, no headstone. You just got a concrete pillar with a number. But then, like Ken said, putting 10 and 12 people in the same grave to make extra money, it's horrible.
Wow.
They weren't very nice.
That's true.
They were not.
They weren't very nice people. We found that out for sure.
Yeah.
6 people were number 38.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Wow.
You can
So
still,
you found death records then, or like some sort of thing? I'm assuming.
How do they know who was in what mark, like what number marker? Or they
I
just
don't think they cared.
Yeah.
did they keep a record of that?
We don't have a record. I mean, it's tough for us to find because it was just like Melissa said, it was a concrete stamped tube that they just put in the ground.
Yeah, they don't want a record of that.
No,
No.
absolutely not.
Wow.
That's so terrible.
It is. It's awful.
Yeah,
And what would they do? Not to be like morbid, but like, what would they do with the bodies until they wait for other people to die? You know what I'm saying? Or is it like 12 people are dying in one day?
On
Maybe.
the floor we have a morgue. Third floor we have a morgue. And then we have a bunker out back. They used to store bodies in the bunker during the wintertime out back.
Oh jeez.
We found out recently from the staff members at the end of the one hallway on the third floor but that was in the 70s. They used that as a makeshift morgue when they had too many bodies and they were overcrowded with dead bodies. They would throw them in that room.
And that was the 70s.
That was the 70s.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand.
No, I mean, yeah, this is not old history, folks.
Right.
No, this is still pretty recent. I mean,
Yeah. It's not the
They're still fighting some of that
1870s.
stuff. Like I said, they're still fighting some of that stuff.
Right.
oh yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I've been into some nursing homes and nursing facilities that are still kind of, I don't know, they're suspect.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. They the hallways are beautiful, decorated, but you get into the rooms and to see the quality of life for the patients, it's not great. So we're better, but still not there yet.
Right.
We're aesthetically better.
Right.
Yes.
The packaging is wonderful,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
there's not a whole lot of gifts inside that package.
Nope.
Yeah.
My son's mom actually used to work at a nursing home, and she used to just tell me the horror stories that come out of that place. I mean, patients with bed sores. How do you leave a patient with a bed sore?
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, she didn't last long there.
Yeah.
She was actually a good nurse.
Right. Which
Well, you can get a
they
bed
don't stay
sore just-
long.
Yeah, you got a bed sore just from having a wrinkle in the sheet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like that's a lot of pressure on people too. Not saying that like I'm not going against, but them not hiring enough people, I think,
Right.
and doing all that, is what really just pushes it over the edge.
Right.
Yeah. And John made a good point and said that, 20, 30 years from now, we'll probably look back and be appalled at how healthcare was. But it's going to get better just because they passed a law that says that family members are allowed to put cameras in their loved ones' rooms to monitor how they're treated. So that right there is going to weed out a lot of shitty people.
That's
Yes.
very cool.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
It's a shame we need the law, but I'm glad it was passed.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Because he's right. Like, you would have good nurses at these places, even still today, and they quit because they can't handle to watch it.
Yeah.
And, I'm sure all of the people that came to visit you guys, I'm glad that they were there and all found each other and at least had a good group of people.
Really seems like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So I got to ask the question, how do you guys feel about the way, like, some of the shows on TV, how they portray Hillview Manor? It's just kind of a curiosity thing.
We're all looking at
Do you
each other.
want us to
It's also laughable.
You want us to put categories of shows? Like we'll say, okay, Destination Fear. We'll start with them, and then we'll go to Portals to Hell.
Right.
However
I mean,
you'd like
it was
to
a
answer.
general question, but yeah.
What's that?
I said it was kind of a general question, but I mean, for the most part, like, well, let's take Destination Fear. Like, I mean, they were like scared shitless to come back to that place.
Yeah,
It was
Why?
ridiculous.
it was ridiculous.
They're
The-
extremely nice people off camera, but
The the kid who kept running up and down the hall.
Destination Fear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Destination Fear. What is
Alex.
Alex?
Yeah.
Melissa, I don't know his name. I don't really care, but
Yeah.
he was running up and down the hall. And if you watch the show, he's like, I can't find my way. He runs past. There's a brown door that says main stairwell on it
And
3 times.
and
I mean, if you
red
can't look to your
exits.
left or your right while you're running, then I'm
Yeah,
sorry you can't
exit
find your
signs.
way.
There's
Yeah,
a bright
Yeah.
red sign right there.
Red exit sign.
and when he threw up, he came in here with a stomach virus. He was already sick before he
Yeah.
left. No, the building didn't cause him to get sick. Nothing made him sick. There's nothing demonic.
Right.
But he said, oh, the building got me sick. That's bullshit because he was already sick. When
No,
he
you're
took-
fine.
A lot of people are disappointed in that one.
Yeah, that one's disappointing.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
a lot of that has to do with producers.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's ultimately the producers who
Right.
choose what goes on that show.
Yeah.
I mean, there was so much that went on behind the scenes, like during every show that's been here, and then just reviews. They're going to keep something that shouldn't have been on there.
It's
Yeah.
entertaining.
Right.
Gotta be entertaining. You gotta keep
Right.
this in there.
Yeah.
The only thing that we didn't like about Portals to Hell was when the psychic said that the black mass was Jeffrey, which is totally wrong. There is a child spirit in that room. His name is Jeffrey. And we told them before they, we did a tour with them before we videoed anything. And we told them that there's a black mass that goes into Jeffrey's room and kicks him out of the room. We told him that. We told him that, or scares him. And we told him that's what happened. So then the psychic went in and said, the black mass is Jeffrey, which is
Transforms into Japanese.
yeah, which is false. I mean, the creature will transform into different shapes and sizes and whatever.
Bye-bye.
But as for transforming into a child is total crap.
Yeah.
We actually take our 7-year-old child in there, Zaid, and he does spirit box sessions with Jeffrey.
Wow.
Work up here a lot. So
Yeah, well,
he comes with us.
he comes
Right.
with, and he's like, "Can I go visit Jeffrey?" So we take him over with a spirit box, and he sits down and he talks to Jeffrey, and Jeffrey talks back to him. You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
Jeffrey. Hi, Jeffrey. You hear a little boy say hi. The creeper has never answered anybody. He's never said to anybody.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he just shows himself.
He just tries to scare you. That part about
Yeah.
scaring you and using your scared energy, that is definitely true.
Yeah.
But the
Right.
fact that the creeper is Jeffrey, he transformed, is totally wrong.
Other than that, it was a great show.
Yeah, that's the only thing I have to say bad
Everything
about
else
that
was
show.
true, especially about Ken in room 144.
Yes.
Then
We don't want to do a spoiler if you guys haven't seen it.
I mean,
You know what? I
can.
haven't seen it, but I probably won't either. So
Okay.
Come here. Hold on, I got to say good night.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of kids,
Yeah.
Oh,
What? Say good night.
Hey, Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Lincoln.
Hi.
Hi, Kitty.
You're back on again, Lincoln. You're on YouTube.
Can you believe it?
You're on YouTube.
We tried
You're
to watch
a
Daddy
YouTube
on YouTube, but
star.
we got bored.
Oh.
No. We tried to continue.
Yeah, you got to keep the show rolling when we go on.
Right?
It's time for us to retire.
Good night, Lincoln.
Say good
Good
night,
night,
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Good night,
Say
Lincoln.
bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Say bye. What's that?
What is that?
How many times a day do you get that question?
It's dark outside. It's time.
What?
How many times a day do you get that question?
All the time.
What's
Now I just go, what is it? And he tells me.
Oh, go. There you go. That's a good way to get around that.
Psychology on
There
it.
you go.
So tell us the story about what the room 144. Is that what you said?
I don't go in that room because there's something in there that keeps calling me to come in that room, and it's something that's not nice. And when
chest pains in there too.
when I go into Bill's room, 128, William Boots, I'll say to Bill, I'm going over to 144, and he says, don't go. He tells me not to go in that room
All the time.
all the time. So
Nice.
it's not that he's not trying to monopolize my time. He's trying, he's protecting me from whatever's in that room. Because whatever's in that room does want to hurt me.
It does.
And I don't know why. It just does. I don't go in that room.
Death a few times before it said death on the show. That's why we were all just like shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the fact that like when they asked me to do the night tour, and Jack Osborne's like, oh, you go to these places and they humanize spirits. I don't believe that that's true, that they're actually here. Well, I think he kind of changed his mind when we went in that room, and Bill was talking to me personally. So
the producers knew they were here.
Yeah.
So
That's
Jen
cool.
wants to know what your favorite places besides Hillview are to investigate.
Oh boy, what's our favorite places besides Hillview? What's
We shout out
Indiana State Sanatorium. I love that place.
Nice.
That place is crazy. Hinsdale House.
We do go to a lot of places. But
Love Hinsdale.
I love Tallow. I've only been to Tallow once. I loved it.
It's on my bucket
Tallow
list.
is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Greenville Manor.
Greenville
Greenville
Manor.
That's a good
Manor.
one.
That's a good one.
Yes.
That's right
That's
around your
awesome.
neck of the woods, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Indeed.
about 20 minutes from us.
That's great.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Really close.
That's nice.
Oh, that's not that far from here at all.
No,
I
it's
didn't
about
think Newcastle was that far from here.
no.
Where are you guys at?
Akron.
Yeah, we live around Akron, and then Denise is up by Madison, like literally across the street from Madison Seminary.
Oh, that's awesome.
Literally.
I'm like 20 houses away. But yeah, I'm right
Literally.
down the road.
Well, compared to us, you're right across the street.
Yeah, compared to us, you're literally across the street.
Yeah. Do whatever you want. I don't know what kind of show you think this is, but
There's no smoking in the building.
yeah.
I gotcha.
He's like,
Yeah, if Dale wants to keep his job here, that's
yeah.
Right.
Right.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the comments.
We're actually
So
headed
am I.
to Paris in a couple of
Penrose
days.
is a good place to go. Penrose is nice.
You're where? You're what?
We're going to Penhurst in a few days.
I didn't know you guys were
Oh,
going.
nice.
Oh, nice.
So,
I didn't know you
I'm
guys were going. That's
excited.
awesome.
The tunnels in Penrose. That's all I can say.
Tim Down invited us.
Tim Dalton,
Oh, all right.
Timothy Dalton.
Oh, okay, cool.
You guys know Timothy Dalton?
Is he a movie star?
Yeah.
The actor?
Movie star.
Yeah, he invited us to Penhurst. He's going to be there.
Yeah, he was in. Was that a movie?
Not Shawshank Redemption.
No,
Die Another Day.
no.
Dale's thinking of
It's
it.
one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
Grease,
but yeah.
Grease.
Obviously.
The Proposal?
Are you talking about
Dumb and Dumber.
what you call it?
Ponyboy.
Yeah.
The Outsiders?
Outsiders.
Outsiders.
Yeah,
There's Timothy Dalton in that movie. He was like the head coach.
we don't get out of
Joey
that
Mustang.
much.
Outsiders is great.
We'll go from Paranormal Talk to
We are vendors at Madison
Okay.
for MagCon. We'll be at
Yes.
MagCon for vendors.
We'll
Awesome.
see you there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys
Obviously.
gotta come up on a Wednesday night and do a live with us.
Okay.
That'd be
You guys
cool.
live far away.
Yeah.
Come up here.
Definitely. Patience says you guys got to go check them out at Fairfield County Infirmary too.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
We did.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah, what was that? Was that early last year or the year before?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was early last year. We've been there.
Apparently, nobody let patients know.
You didn't get the memo.
I haven't been yet. I hope to go sometime.
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, we like all the spots around us. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
West
Yeah.
Virginia. I mean, we you know,
Bel Air.
We get out there a lot, guys.
Oh, Bel Air. Where's the coat?
What's that?
We have someone that tunes into the show every week, and he used to work at Bel Air. He used to be a caretaker. So every time we have people on the show, he always asks them, "Have you ever been to Bel Air?"
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, it's the Bel Air House. They dropped the other name for that. So
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a trip.
Timothy Dalton.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys really are kind of centrally located to a lot of amazing places, right?
Yeah,
there.
you are.
yeah,
Now that I think about it.
we're trying to. We've been trying to get into the Western Penitentiary down in Pittsburgh. We've been trying to get.
Oh, okay.
My nephew was a
Prisoner.
prison guard. He works on some board with everybody, so he's trying to get us in there. So
nice.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And he said it was creepy when he worked there.
yeah, I went on a tour with him when they closed one time, and it was.
Where are you talking about?
Western Penitentiary.
Yeah. I mean, what are you talking about? Share with the class.
He was asking me what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Western Penitentiary.
We're gonna have to separate you guys.
I know.
Pittsburgh.
Jen said if you go, you better take them.
Okay.
I'll take you, Jen.
Yeah. You like how he had to look on her phone to see who it was, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, Jen, yeah, like her." Everybody likes Jen.
Yeah, we love our friends over at Bump in the Night. They're awesome.
Sue, I don't know if you guys know, but Sue won a investigation for 10 at Billy Creek.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh,
are
nice.
Adam Kibble.
Very cool.
Yeah,
So we're going to be going to Billy Creek pretty soon too.
nice.
Nice.
That place is cool. You guys could each be in a separate building, and do quarantines in entire buildings. It's such a cool little place.
Cookies.
Is that what she's paying us to go? She's giving us cookies. As a large man, I might be okay with
Talk
that.
about her scare house in back.
You talking about
Where is Billy
What?
Creek?
Indiana?
Indiana.
The picture I caught.
It's like what? Like 3/4 of a mile from Indiana State Sanitarium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Indiana. It's real close to Indiana State, right?
Yeah, we do. I don't know if you guys know this, but the end of September and all through October, we have a haunted house out back.
Oh, cool.
We have a 2,500 square foot garage and an acre of land.
Nice.
Wow.
Walk through the acre of land and then into the haunted house.
We did it to raise
Nice.
money
I'll be right back.
for Hillview. So
Oh, that's awesome.
it's haunted back there.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh no, it is. Sue caught an amazing picture of a head. It was me, Donnie, and Sue in there. It was before our last weekend, and we were back here blowing up balloons, and we filled the whole end is clowns. So we filled the very end with about 500 balloons.
I had them blow
Oh,
up.
my God.
And Sue was taking pictures, and me and Donnie were standing behind her with flashlights, and there's a head in the picture. It's extremely creepy.
It is.
He looks Native American.
Yeah, he does look
like
Native.
he still has war paint on his face. We actually were on
Wow.
Dave Schrader's podcast the other night, and he has the photo, and he tried to lighten it, and it's an amazing photo. And I wasn't even trying to catch it. I was sending my sister her new area to work in the clown maze.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
it's just crazy.
That's crazy.
We're gonna get it to show you guys. There it is.
Oh, if you
So you have to
do you want him to send it to you guys?
go hold it up there.
Yeah, actually, I was trying to find. I have it. Right. I think I might be able to.
Tell me your thoughts, guys.
You want me to just put it up to the camera?
Let me
No,
see
I
if
think
can
he
bring
pulled it up.
I found it on Dave Schrader's.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that saves me from getting up.
Yeah, you put it on.
Yeah, I got the one that he put up after he'd like kind of brightened it up a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's freaking nuts.
That's somebody in your thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
That's a real person. That
No,
is
it's not.
fucked up.
It is not.
Yeah.
We were the only 3 people in that building at the time.
And I wouldn't do
It's
that.
crazy.
That is fucked up.
Let's show it again. Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
nuts.
gosh. Like, are you coming back on the screen and Heisenberg and I are like,
Right. You guys need to see it again?
Yes, one more time.
Back there,
No,
One more
we're-
time. There we go.
the spot where I caught it. And
oh my God.
so much bigger.
It's weird looking, yeah.
That's crazy.
See, it's the eye that gets me because it like is looking, he's looking right at you.
Yeah.
Because we were on this side. We were straight in front of them.
Oh my gosh.
Take you back there.
Yeah, so I mean, I know a lot of places that do like haunted houses in their main building. We don't do that. The only place we use is the chapel, and that's where you check in, and that's the only room we use because we want, we don't want to disrupt all the spirits in here,
Thank you.
other stuff. So,
Mhm.
but it's a crazy picture.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and that isn't anybody in there. It was just us 3 in there.
Oh,
And she didn't know it when we were driving home, and she's looking through, scrolling through the pictures, and she started punching me. She's like, "Look at this!" I'm like, "Look at what?" I almost went off the road.
Yeah, I'll say I'd wreck my car probably. Like, what the fuck?
yeah.
That-
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
I'd be like looking behind me. Who's still with us?
yeah.
Right?
It almost looks like he has a widow's peak if you look close enough, like his hair, and
Yeah.
it looks
Yeah.
like back or pulled back.
There is
It is-
history of Indians in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fakawis, yes, the Fakawi tribe.
Tell them that joke, guys. Listen to this.
He burned me good with this joke. Let me tell
So
you. I
we were discussing Indians, what Indians were up here, and it's Blackfeet. Who else was up there?
Seneca,
Seneca. And I said, yeah, the Fakawi Indians were up here too.
and I jumped right on it
And
with both feet.
Melissa's like, oh yeah. I said, Melissa, did you ever hear of the Fakawi Indians? She's like, oh yeah, they're known for this area. I said, yeah, they used to stand on top of mountaintops and yell, "We're the Fakawi. Where the?"
Now I tell that joke every opportunity that I have because it was so
That's
funny.
funny.
I had her hold on.
He
Think
did.
that
He reeled me right in. It was awesome.
She didn't
I'm
know.
like, yeah, I heard of those Indians too. Like my brother says, slap a bitch, smack a hoe in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
tribe or
something
something.
It was awesome.
Oh,
We do.
You gotta have fun. You gotta have
Yeah.
fun.
Gotta have fun.
For a laugh.
And if you can't harass your coworkers, what's the point? I mean,
right.
Right.
And that's the other thing.
Yeah,
Whenever
great.
we go out, when we're up here investigating, we have fun.
we do.
We try to have
Exactly.
fun with the spirits. I mean, we try to joke around with them. Mary
Yep.
Aiello up on the second floor, she loves dirty jokes.
Oh yeah.
You go in that room
Oh
and
yeah.
tell dirty jokes, and the activity amps up in the room.
That's
No kidding.
awesome.
She was a blind woman. She was actually born without eyes. So
She would
Oh,
put
wow.
her eyeballs.
yeah, she would take her eyeballs out of her head and stick them in her bed. And when a new doctor or nurse came on the floor, she'd ask them to move her stuff around, and the eyeballs would go.
No,
Right. Yep.
So that kind of tells you what kind of sixth sense of humor she has.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
When
that's
was she
funny.
there? Like during nursing home times or poor farm times?
96.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
90s.
And she
That's
was
so cool.
Yeah, she was here for quite a while.
there's a the social worker, his name was Bill. Bill's about 6'3", 300 pounds. He was a large, and he was actually came out and did the tour with us, like
Yeah.
took us
Oh,
around.
okay.
telling us.
Yeah.
He told us a story about Mary Aiello that they had Pioneer Days up here. I guess it was like a Wild West thing. I don't know. I'm not from up here, so I don't know what the Pioneer Days were.
Yeah,
But
it's like a historical.
yeah, and so they would take patients over to the Pioneer Days and let them, hang out, listen to the music. And Mary Aiello was dancing with Bill. And when they got done dancing, she looked up at him because he's a large man and said, "Bill, you're the best looking guy I ever danced with."
Oh my God.
You've got jokes. That was Mary. That's still Mary.
Yeah, it's still Mary. Like I said, if you guys are doing that, you could do an investigation, go in that room and tell her dirty jokes. She loves it.
Ray's gonna bust out his 101 dirty joke book.
Yeah.
Right. Hold on, I got a good one here. Hold on one second.
Chapter 6.
You gotta bring the truly tasteless joke books. Remember those?
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
Truly tasteless joke books.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That baby joke.
Well, that's cool. You guys seem to have a pretty intimate relationship with the spirits there. Like
Yeah,
by
that's
name, you
awesome.
kind of know their personalities. That seems that's a tool that's got to really help you too when you're taking people around and trying to teach them what you know.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Definitely.
And it's funny because like on private events, sometimes they'll ask us to come out. They're
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we're not getting a lot of stuff. You guys mind coming out?" Because the people who work here are the best trigger objects.
Yeah, we really
Right.
Here's so much, they're comfortable with us.
Right.
We had a private event where it was 3 people, a guy, his wife, and their friend, and we took them down to Eli's hallway, the boiler room, because they weren't getting. He's like, "You guys come down?" I'm sure. So I went down with my tripwire and I set it up, and we're talking, and that thing kept going off on command when we were asking questions.
I was talking about Melissa because Eli loves redheads. So I'm
like me.
I took my Browns bag down there.
You did what?
I took my Cleveland Browns bag down there because they said it would they said it might get him to talk.
That's George.
That's George.
Oh, George in the basement. Yeah, okay.
He's in the basement.
He probably didn't like that very much, did he?
Yeah.
He didn't like that very much, did he?
Dale's not allowed in that room.
No, he's
He's a
not.
Packers fan.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming George is a Steelers fan.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on to the Actrica field. I don't even know what that word
Acrisure.
is.
Acrisure, yeah.
They're renaming Heinz Field.
What's it called again?
Acrisure.
Yeah.
That's close Starling.
It's like
So
he's saying Worcestershire sauce.
people are just gonna call it.
Worcestershire sauce.
People are calling it the
Right.
steel. So like it was the igloo. They're calling
It'll always
it
be
the
Heinz Field to me.
well.
I'm gonna get rid of those yellow
Yeah.
seats.
Yeah.
Okay. Frostbite Falls over there. Thank you.
Yeah. So what other kind of stuff do you guys have to do around the building? Do you guys help out with like the maintenance and stuff too?
Especially these ones over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
We all pitch our part.
It's never ending, huh?
Especially right after winter, because winters are not kind to our roof at all.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's always a lot.
We have a room that's closed off on the second floor. It's the old laundry room. And me and Dale went in there, and it was like an ice skating rink.
It was.
And it's inside.
Oh,
Because
Right.
the roof still leaks, and it must have came in, and we almost went on we weren't even paying attention. We almost went on our ass because it was
shit.
it was probably about 2 inches of ice across.
Oh
the
my
whole
gosh.
A couple of springs ago, we kept hearing birds. And Nick and I went
third
in there.
floor.
No, in the laundry room, and there were birds' nests everywhere in that laundry
Oh
room.
my
I've seen a turkey vulture in Eli's.
Oh,
Oh,
lovely.
goodness.
Still
In
there.
the building?
Yeah.
how
Groundhogs.
the hell did you get that out?
Frogs, we get all sorts of animals.
Very carefully.
Like that.
That's how you get a turkey bowl.
There's been an owl in there because I found the carcass.
Wow.
Yeah.
Multiple. We keep Eli's door shut because of bats. during the summertime.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
You can on the camera, you'll see something come up. You're like, "What the hell is that?" And it's a bat making like circles in his room, just going back and forth.
It looks like a
Actually-
race car track. You watch them just fly.
I had one that smacked me in the back of my head. So
Mm-mm.
Oh,
See?
geez.
We're down there to meet.
you ran as fast as I did. Yeah.
Wait, is Eli's room the one that's like almost kind of straight off? That was kind of like the boiler room and stuff.
What's that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
Always.
almost punched a bat in there once, man. I thought it was like they said I almost punched a ghost, but all of a sudden this bat flew like right across my face, and I was like, "What are you gonna do?" I was like, "I'll punch a ghost. I don't care."
Right? For everybody, right?
We were doing a live in there. Me, Dale, and Sue were doing a live in there one night, and Sue was facing where like the steps go to outside, and Dale was behind me, and I'm watching. I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And hear a bat come flying. That's the bat that hit her in the head.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh, geez.
Dale screams,
I was already outside the front door.
and just ran out, and I'm down there with all the equipment by myself. I'm like, "Well, thanks, guys." I'm down there with all the equipment while the bat's flying around.
Oh, man.
Like, whatever.
Yeah, I think I texted you. Hey, do you mind grabbing my stuff while you're down?
No, you were standing up at the door. "Hey, can you grab that stuff?" And then, "You mind?"
Get my stuff.
Yeah. I don't blame
It's
you.
so funny. We walk around and talk to ghosts and things, but when there's a living bat flying around, we're out
Yeah. Yeah.
screaming and
It's the bats I don't mind. It's the raccoons, man. Those are the scary ones.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
apparently
yeah,
now I have to worry
raccoons.
about turkey vultures.
We get back-
Well, the turkey culture was about 5 years ago.
Okay.
When you could even go down into the boiler room.
Yeah.
See, they've gotten taken care of since.
Yeah,
Now you just have to worry about
Okay.
crawlers.
Yeah, that don't bother me.
the bats are down there pretty good.
Yeah, we always love when people come down. There's a bat on the third floor. Okay, what can you do?
Right.
Something about it? Like what?
No.
Would you like me to
Listen.
play?
Butterfly
leave?
net.
Yeah, we have a couple of nets in the building, and we'll tell people like, okay, well, there's a net in the lobby. Feel free to take it out the nearest exit. I don't know what you want me to do about it,
Oh my God, I would be chasing bats all night.
Yeah.
right? Like, listen,
Shelly would be fine with that.
I'm a volunteer. I don't get paid for this shit. I'm not going in there after a bat.
Thank you. We're not on the payroll to be bat keepers.
No.
Get yourself a catcher's, thing and a net, and you're ready to go.
Bat house.
Yeah, I'm gonna build a bat house for out back.
We tried it.
There you go.
They go in there.
You tried it.
Yeah, we did. It didn't work. No. I mean, if you think about it, why would a bat go in a little tiny bat house? It doesn't matter how nice you make it. They've got a freaking mansion to live in.
Yeah.
I can build it large.
Well, hey,
I know.
there's a little.
And maybe you guys should make it look like Madison
Run
Yeah,
loud.
right.
I would think if I was screaming.
or Hillview.
Probably want to encourage them to go out, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jen
you could
agreed that
probably-
the bats at Madison are aggressive.
Right? They look
That's
stupid.
the ones at Moundsville.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Moundsville's nuts.
Moundsville was bad.
Yeah, Moundsville, that's even bad for me, man.
Yeah.
I like bats, but not that many.
My very first tour at Moundsville, I just stepped foot into the hole, and the tour guide
Yeah.
was telling me, "Oh yeah, 6 months ago, a bat flew in my mouth." That's all I needed to hear. I was right back upstairs. I'm like, "I'll be out here. You guys enjoy the rest of the tour."
In their mouth.
Because you almost have to duck, right? In there?
Done.
Yeah.
Nope.
You would think you would shut your mouth as the bat was coming towards you.
Right?
We actually had a snake the other day.
Snake.
Oh yeah, we had a rat snake in Eli's the other day.
Running up the steps.
Yeah, I wasn't here. She was sending me pictures of it, but I really appreciate it.
I got him out.
That's nice.
I was trying to feed him.
I picked him up and took him out.
Darren from Old Licking County Jail said they have a tennis racket called the Terry Stick.
Oh,
After Terry
so bad.
Long, that's funny.
I was gonna say we could get tennis rackets.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but they're protected. You can't kill
Bats?
them.
Oh.
Who says I'm gonna kill
Oh, really?
them? I'm gonna take
No,
them.
you can't kill bats.
Yeah, we have an umbrella that we call a bat, but it's not actually very effective. So
It's more for deflection.
it is. One of the other guys who was a volunteer here was a big tall guy, and it was hysterical to watch him walking down the hall with the umbrella pulled all the way down over his head to his shoulders. He's like, nope, no bats flying at my head tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some of the scariest shit is like the
Right?
bats or yeah. I can't deal
Yeah.
with that shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. And I
Ghosts
don't
all
get
night,
paid
but
for
no
it.
bats.
We do. We have adventures here all the time.
Yeah. And like, what do people want you to do about it? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's an old building. It's going to happen. I promise you, if I could keep the bats out of the building, they wouldn't fucking be there.
All right, we triggered something in D9. She's switching
I
over
guess,
to D
yeah.
unit.
Right? Man.
She's going off,
I meant to
guys.
do that. Just let her go. So, second hour, we're going to talk about how Dee loves ants, or bats.
And people that ask about them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, seriously, she's right. People will be like, oh, there's a bat on the third floor.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro.
There's a net. Get it.
Do
Go
something.
to the second floor.
Well, that's what you say.
Right.
Only the third floor?
Yeah.
No, we get them.
Because they're on every floor.
About 3 months ago, we were doing the live in 1 North,
Yeah.
and the bats were like swarming us from both directions to the
Yes.
point that we had the necrophonic going, and even the ghosts were going, bat.
Oh my God.
No shit.
We even had the spirits harassing us about the bats. So
Right.
Yeah, is that when
That's funny.
I think we were doing a live and a bat come down the hall. It was just me and you in the hall.
Yeah, that was 1 North.
Me and Dale were in 1 North doing a live one night, and a bat came down the hallway and almost hit him in the head. And you hear through the necrophonic app, one of the spirits was laughing because he jumped and yelled.
Oh,
you
yeah.
hear ha 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 like come through the necrophonic. It was funny.
we even take crap from the bats here, so you know.
That's awesome.
And the spirits about the bats.
Spirits.
Right.
When I think somebody chasing a bat around trying to catch it, like first thing that comes to mind is like the Betty Hill show.
Yes. Mhm.
Right.
Yes.
How's that again?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
People complain about everything, though. I mean, I'm sure there's other crazy things that people complain about.
Oh
Are they
yes.
complaining or are they just stating a fact? There's a bat on the third floor.
Right. I mean, they kind of want you to do something about it, but
They do.
I cannot. I'll scream and hide with you if you want to do that.
Right?
We can hide under the table together. Yeah, it's hard. I love that the spirits at your building like give you shit about it too. Like honestly, that's my favorite. Like a lot of times when we walk up to Madison, you know, when we get there, the first thing we do is go bitch to each other because that's how we greet each other, right?
Right.
And sometimes you'll turn on like whatever app or whatever thing you're using and you'll just hear the spirits go bitch and you're like, yes.
Nice.
Well,
I mean, they
favorites with
learn how we talk to each other.
the room on the second.
Right.
Yeah.
Ken has been communicating with a spirit in the basement. Her name is Isabella. She's an older Italian lady. Well, when we had the staff here, they told us where her room was on the second floor. And she's kind of a cranky old Italian lady. And they said she was cranky like a fox because she made sure she didn't get any roommates. So when we found out where it was the next live, we went up and we set up in the hallway, you know, REM pods, K2s, you name it. We had it set up. We turn the necrophonic on and Ken goes, hey, Isabella, we found your room. And all you hear through the necrophonic is, oh, shit. And the device we had went all the way to red. The REM pods were screaming. We were laughing so hard.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Found her bedroom.
So now that you know that that's her bedroom, do you set it up like her bedroom? Like, do you put like a little Italian things in there or whatever?
That's not a bad idea.
No, we have like a knickknack in there for her because she asked for one. So it's Mother Mary holding baby Jesus. She wanted that.
Oh, okay.
So we put that in there. But we did over in One North, it was Donnie's idea.
Yes.
We actually recreated a room like as if there was a patient still in that room.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
a
okay.
bed, sheets, TV,
He did an amazing
Yeah.
job.
lights, you know.
That's
we
awesome.
set it up so and then we taped it off so you could still walk into the room and check it out.
And
Right.
Pee.
It is weird. It does when you walk in there, you're like, man, why does this room smell like pee all of a sudden? But
That's weird.
That's where I spend a lot of my time.
Bill gets lost throughout the building frequently.
That's cool though to do that. I mean, I'm sure it's good and bad. You know, I'm sure that it will stir up activity, but at the same time, like it might bring back bad memories for people, you know. So that's why I think it's important to do the things like the little knickknacks and whatever and do happy things, you know. That's super cool.
Yeah,
We have a bunch of random shit around Madison because they ask for it too, you know.
Yeah, we do that. And we have a lot of our guests who come to investigate bring things for the various spirits. So that's
Right.
always great.
Yeah,
And opinion.
I love that.
Pain in the ass, especially when they don't follow the rules.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
You guys know, big empty building. Unfortunately, along with the big vermin, we get little vermin. I mean, we have
Right.
a vermin a couple times a year, but you can't keep them out. And people like to
Right.
leave candy for the elderly. Well, the
Yes.
mice, but us not so much who are in cleanup.
Right.
Yeah.
The cigarettes that were getting left on the third floor for one of our residents, Jimmy, well, the mice began eating those. And nicotine addicted mice is exactly what we want in our
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Mouth like
Yeah.
chewing.
So we had to prohibit that. And just the other day when I was on the tour, I had to collect some people left some.
They're out there on the ledge trying to light the last one they have. Like,
Well, we make
I have
sure
no thumbs.
That's all.
here. I hate this. That's the
Oh, that's the one that you'll flip backwards.
We're
on.
using original patient chairs as our chairs, so they're squeaky and they're falling apart on us.
You don't move real
I remember when Madison had those chairs. There's
Yeah.
a room full of those chairs that should have been bolted to the ground, but they weren't. But people used to sit on them and fall off of them constantly.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting. It's good times.
Yes.
Good times in the tippy chairs.
I never really thought about the whole candy on the floor thing for
Oh,
like
yeah.
in Sarah's room. So I know people used to do that like a lot. We'd see Reese's Pieces all over the place, and
People still do it.
And it's frustrating, isn't it?
Like I get it. It's great. It's you know, I like when people treat the spirits nicely,
Yes.
but I mean, we also need to treat the building nicely. And if we're encouraging mice to come in, that's not good.
No.
We did have someone bring fake cigarettes though for one of our spirits that always would ask for cigarettes. They brought in like the fake ones that actually like light up when you inhale.
yeah,
So that's okay.
We tell them they can leave the empty cigarette packs, but not
Right.
the actual cigarettes.
yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And then you'd be all like, really get the mice upset, man. Like,
Right.
what the hell?
Boxes
There's nothing in here.
I'd
Yeah.
be checking that room all the time, like, sweet, free smokes.
No.
That's what Dale used to do when he ran out of cigarettes. He'd go up to the third floor and
Right? Probably some down there.
I'm like, great. I'm like, Jimmy, I'll take your picture for a cigarette.
Right?
Right?
For those of you who have here, the running joke, Jimmy was one of the former residents. He lived here from 1958 until it closed in 2004.
Yeah.
And he had a Polaroid camera and he'd offer to take your picture for $1 or for a cigarette, and it never ever had film in it. So he was one of the big jokesters of the building, still is, frankly. So yeah, getting a little reverse on him would be good.
That's funny.
It is.
I love that you guys know so many stories about the residents.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, that's between the former staff members that worked here and family members. We got very excited. One of Jimmy's roommates, Lester, his daughter and son came to visit us a couple of years ago, and just they showed us pictures. They gave us all kinds of other information, and that's one of our favorite parts of the job is being able to corroborate all of this stuff.
Living history.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Living history.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because well,
I'm such a nerd about that, and I talk about it. Like, if you think like the seminary was built in 1847, and if you think about all of the people who have walked those hallways and how different life was when it was built and through the whole history of it, and then like just to think that I am now part, a teeny tiny little part, but now I'm part of that history. Like, it's so stupidly exciting to me. Like, I love that shit.
Oh yeah.
Dale, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say like we have a pretty big picture of Jimmy and Lester up on the 3rd floor. Well, for years it was Jimmy and Jules until Lester's family came in and said, "That's not Jules. That's my father, Lester." So
That's so cool.
Nice that, you know, that people come in and actually give us the facts.
So we get the history correct.
Yeah.
That's what we try to do.
Yeah, even when we got corrected about Amanda by her granddaughter.
Yeah.
We had a spirit of a 103-year-old woman who lived here. And we were told that she was getting dementia. And her granddaughter visited and told us, no, she was not getting dementia. That woman could argue Pirates baseball to like better than baseball experts.
Awesome.
Her eyesight, she was going blind, which led to what happened. She wound up falling down a flight of stairs. She didn't die here. She made it to the hospital. She passed away 3 days later. But we were told it was dementia, and she got confused. And here it wasn't dementia. She was going blind. So again, we're glad we have the actual facts now because we were giving out false information, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That's so cool.
We correct ourselves when we're wrong too.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody tells us, you know, hey, well, that's not really what happened. Then we'll change the tour to what they. You know,
Right.
which is only right, because why keep saying the wrong thing? Okay.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, we're actually get excited when we get the factual information. So
Yeah. I'm finding out because I'm kind of writing a book of like local haunted locations that there's so much history that's really just it's undocumented and it's just like word of mouth.
it is.
And it ends up being like a game of phone, like telephone, where one person says tells the next person the history, and then it just goes years and years and years, and then it gets all mixed up and turned around. So kudos to you guys for like going back and correcting that as you're finding it out. That's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah. So we spend evenings digging through records and
we do. We do a lot.
Yeah, because when they closed in 2004, they left. You would not believe the boxes of records that they leave left in the back. So when we have the opportunity, we'll drag a box out and start going through it.
Then I subscribe to a lot of the newspaper articles, like the older ones.
Yeah.
A lot of obituaries and things that happen in this place. So those are like good to have.
Yeah, we have a spirit that he died in 1918.
Yeah.
But he actually farmed the land before the building was here.
Wow.
And the farming accident.
He died in a farming accident on the land.
Holy cow.
Wow.
So he's still attached to the land. He doesn't want to leave, I guess.
Right.
He's got some farming to do.
Right.
Exactly.
Nothing to do with the building here now, though. But
And I know something like discovered when COVID shut everything down, we were still coming up. We were doing our live streams, investigating the building.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys find when you go to these locations, you only have a finite amount of time to investigate. So you stick to the hot spots.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
That's the opportunity. We would just randomly pick rooms and go in them. We figured, this facility existed for 96 years.
Right.
Got to be 96 years worth of stories to tell. And that's how we uncovered tuberculosis wards, the children's tuberculosis ward. That's how Ken's discovered a lot of spirits.
Yes.
Yeah.
And well, the two of you, yes. That's where we began talking with Mr. Sneed, who he was just telling you about, who passed away in 1918. It's we try to encourage people. Yeah, you want to visit the hotspots, but just pick a room. You don't know what activity is going to go on there. You don't know who's going to speak to you or what they're going to have to say.
Right. And it's like,
Yeah, that's-
you know how sometimes if you don't get to like, okay, when I was a stay-at-home mom, I didn't get to talk to adults like ever.
Right.
So as soon as like, you know, you'd be in line at a grocery store and somebody says one thing to you and you're like, blah, 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 like you're so excited to talk. Maybe
Yeah.
since the person in that room never gets attention, like you might go in there and have the best investigation you've ever had
Mhm.
because that
Yeah.
person's just been waiting for somebody to talk to them, you know? Like
Mhm.
don't, hotspots are great, but there's tons of other rooms in these places.
Yeah, we discovered a spirit directly across from one of our more famous spirits is Mary Virginia. Directly across the hall is the spirit of a lady named Anna, and she's only been talking to us for the last couple of years. And she actually would tell us that she was so sad people would come down to visit Mary Virginia and wouldn't come over and talk to her.
Right.
Oh.
Oh wow.
So we began talking to her, and when we had a psychic fair, I was helping one of the psychics set up in there, and she actually stood up, her hands on her hips, and said, "Who is in here telling me not to bother to go across the hall because all the action's going to be here?" So,
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man.
and yeah, that's Anna. It's funny. She's this very proper elderly lady, but she's got sass up to here too. She'll really give it to you. So
My question, why are they all still here? Like, do
Right.
they not know? Do they not go into the light? Do they not know
Right.
about, the other side?
I think that's
Right.
what us as
So,
paranormal investigators are
I
trying
know,
to do.
but I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
are
go
they
into the
stuck?
Right.
One more time.
I hate, especially when you have buildings who have such shitty history and
Yeah.
treated people so terribly. Like you hate to think that they're stuck there, like reliving that all the time.
Mhm.
You know, we've had a psychic tell us that there are spirits that have crossed over just because we've come in there and finally somebody gives a shit. You know what I mean? Like when we investigate, I'm sure you guys do the same thing. You go into a room and you're like, what do you need? What can I do for you? You know, I'm so happy to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time. You know, we treat them like human beings, and that's something that they didn't have for their entire life. So sometimes that's enough for them to cross over. And that makes me happy that they do that because I really do hate to think that like there's so much trauma that goes on in these places and then they're stuck there for an eternity. So in my optimistic mind, I like to think maybe they just like staying there, you know, because you guys are treating them so well or because they have so much fun talking to you or whatever. Obviously that is one of the big mysteries that we all are trying to solve, but I hope that it's not like just reliving shit every single day.
Yep. Question we ask a lot is, what does the building look like to you right now? And we have
Yes.
a really quantified answer because I really don't think they understand the question, because are they seeing it as they were living there? I mean, these guys are always asking that.
Melissa,
Yeah.
Melissa always says that, but I have to correct her because I love Melissa. And
No, correct me if I'm wrong.
we were in Bill's room one night, and I said, "Bill, how do you see the building?" I said, "Do you see it as it is now or then?" And he always says
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's an
He
end.
tells us then, at least for
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah, for Bill. The
Right.
other one, like if we ask Jeffrey or the other ones,
Yeah,
we don't really get an answer.
And Bill's the only one that's really ever given us an answer.
Yeah, and I always ask,
That's awesome.
do you know this building is the Lawrence County home, or do you know it is Hillview Manor?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's an excellent question.
Yeah.
We haven't got an answer.
No, last night a couple people on the live said they heard Hillview
Okay.
a couple times.
Yeah.
Madison
I mean,
has like 6 names. You could just go right through.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I know when I investigate, I always try to put my equipment like on part of the building, not like on a table or something, like because I don't know, I just feel like maybe that's not there for them. So I'll try to put like, you know, on a windowsill or in a doorway or on the floor or something that's like that's been there since the building was built, not like
Yeah.
I don't know, because I guess now that I think about it and say it out loud, like if the table's not there, my device might not be there either. You know, I guess it doesn't make sense, but I always try to put things on the actual building.
Yeah,
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
it does.
I don't know. It's so
I mean, I can
many
see how that-
questions.
Sorry, no, I can see how like being attacked, like you want it on the building because that's where the energy is. The table,
Right.
you don't know what that energy is about. You don't know where it could be somebody else's energy.
Right.
You know, so I think being right next to that, like I like to do it I put mine on the floor or
Yeah.
on the radiators at Madison. I do that sometimes.
Yeah. That's a good spot too.
Yeah, we have a couple spirits don't like you sitting in their chairs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When we came up last Wednesday, there was for the live, there was a couple leaving and they wanted to talk to us about their experience because they seen us on the lives before.
Yeah.
The guy actually sat in Bill's chair. Bill has a blue rocking chair in his room that he doesn't like anybody to sit in. If you move it or you sit in it, he kind of gets irritated. And I guess his wife was sitting in like a different chair. And then he said, Bill, I'm going to sit in your chair. So he sat there for a few minutes. He said, well, what are you going to do now? I'm sitting in your chair. His wife was telling us that he jumped up out of the chair. And she said, well, what happened? And he said it felt like somebody smacked him in the back of the head.
Oh no.
There you go.
He was skeptic, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was a large man too. I mean, he wasn't a small guy. I mean, he was like a buff guy. You know what I mean? He said that scared me. He goes, I didn't. He goes, after that, I apologized to Bill. He goes, I'm sorry.
I bet he wasn't a skeptic anymore either, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Smacked him in the
not.
back of the head.
We had a guy told specifically not to sit in the chair. He comes walking back down with this dejected look. I'm like, what happened? He had set his K2 meter on the bed and sat in the chair, and the K2 meter flew across the room and smashed. And I do mean smashed.
Wow.
Like in pieces. And he's looking at it. I'm like, I told you not to sit in his chair.
Right.
Yeah, with that on video.
I
Yes,
would be
a
like,
K2?
see, that's be bad because I'd be like, this is so cool. Look at my broken K2 meter.
Right.
Right, so he was excited. He went outside for about an hour. He wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I got slapped. You got to try it. Try it.
Right?
Sit in Bill's chair, get slapped.
That's great.
Line up.
Well, I think that this guy wasn't a believer either, and I think it took him a little while to calm himself down before he'd come back
Yeah.
in.
I would
Yeah.
imagine.
We love when skeptics come to this building.
Oh, yes,
Oh, I bet.
Spirits target them.
they do.
Yeah.
We make the announcement to the spirits that that person's a skeptic.
Nice.
That's awesome.
At least me, I point them out. Every like hotspot, this guy doesn't believe. He's a skeptic. Can you guys believe? Because we did, we had a private group come in about a month ago, and they were down in the basement, and they weren't getting a lot, so we went down to the basement, and we have those light up cat balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we put them on the one chair, and the one guy was a skeptic, and I was talking to the little girl who's down there. And I said, this guy doesn't believe you're here. Can you show him you're here? Both balls went off as soon as I got
Nice.
there. So
Nice.
I said to him, I said, do you believe? He's like, no. And they went off, and then they came back on just to try to make him believe a little more.
Right.
Wow.
So she's probably like, how about now?
Yeah.
How about now?
Mhm.
Rocky didn't believe, does he?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't until I got a coworker that I dragged out here one night during the public, and he came in as skeptic and left a believer.
We took him downstairs.
Me and Sue took him downstairs, and in the basement, there's a little 6-year-old girl named Courtney.
My favorite room. So
Courtney loves Sue.
She does.
And he sat down on the floor, and I said we were trying to get her to communicate through to doing some K2 stuff for us.
takes a while.
Yeah, and I said, Courtney, why don't we play tag? I said, you can run around and tag one of us. It's okay. We'll play tag with you. He jumps up like somebody shoved a rocket up his ass. He said, what happened? She just tagged my leg. I said, are you serious? He said, it felt like somebody came up and just tagged my leg. Just tapped me on the leg. I said, well, how's your beliefs now? He goes, Oh, dude, I believe. I don't know. And he was like stuttering and mumbling. And
I would have been like, well, you're it.
Hey.
Yeah. Tag her back. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
you're it.
Right?
That's
You guys played tag before?
That's right.
We can't see them.
We try to play hide and seek with her, but we never win.
No.
She's really good.
She's yeah.
Really good.
She's the hide and seek champion of the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny.
that's good.
That's awesome.
And it's crazy to just even like people that do not ghost hunt, they probably think we're nuts, you know?
Right?
And what we do, and they're just like, you know, are you guys losing your mind? You're talking to these spirits that aren't
Right.
whatever. So we get that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're all losing our minds.
We all
Oh,
believe
yeah.
when that happens.
Yeah.
Shadows, like it's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah. And if you have one or two things that happen that you can't explain in a night, then you can no longer tell us that we're crazy because we also can't explain it. That's why we continue to do it because we're trying to figure it out. So
Yeah.
But what if
It
they
just-
make up an explanation?
I actually do that a lot.
I know that's what I would do.
We'll hear like a full-on voice. Like we'll hear somebody talking down the hallway and Shelly will be like, "What was that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's just a car door. It's fine. It was a car door outside."
Right? I am so hot.
My car door says "get out" when I close it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nasty.
Extra for that programming.
It's so creepy. Get out as you're cutting it.
Right.
No matter how fast you close
No
it.
matter how fast you close.
I'm a chicken shit, man. I'm one of those people that like I'll be on an investigation. I'll be like, you know, if you're here, can you help me? I gotta close this door. And then I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do if the door closes? Like I'm gonna be scared. That's what's gonna happen. Like, why do I ask for things to happen? I'm just gonna get scared.
Can you touch me? Fuck this
Right.
shit.
Oh my god! I
I didn't
just
see.
got and you run out.
Never mind.
Yeah. Like
You're
I'm gonna
running
tell
down
you
the
right now, if I was investigating with you guys and you said we're gonna play tag, you know, you could tag any one of us, I probably would have been like, I'm not playing, I'm sitting this one out. So don't touch me.
Right.
That's you throw your hand up, not it. You know?
Yeah, nope. Yeah, like I'm so torn between like I want the answers, but I don't want to be there when we get them. I don't know. Like I don't.
Like you're hoping somebody else discussed it with you.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
yeah.
we we're in an investigation last night. We got everything.
Perfect. Great.
Tell me about
Yeah.
it. And you're good with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but at the same time, I obviously love it because I keep doing it, you know, and I'm getting,
I think it's okay to be scared though, man, because like it's scary
Well.
shit.
it
fucking
is,
go.
right? Yeah. Like you got a fucking bowling ball bouncing off the walls. Like it's okay to be scared at that, right? Like you could be
Yes.
excited and scared at the same time.
Yes.
Fine.
Remember Warner said he almost drove his truck off the road trying to.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
A friend of mine got scared like that at Madison, actually, in Sarah's room. He was
Yeah.
sitting
Oh yeah.
in the closet. Well, he's that skeptic believer, you know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
I think we all have a healthy dose of skepticism, but he got a little bit larger
Right.
over the years and decided that, you know, there had to be nothing going on in the closet. And he sat against it and something knocked on the inside of the closet right where his head was.
Oh.
Nice.
Outside, like, because I didn't actually see him move, but I know
Yeah.
he got out of the room and ran down outside.
Right?
Like, excuse me.
Yeah.
You okay?
It's fine.
So just getting tired.
Yeah, I'm just tired. I just needed a break. We're like, oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, if I saw a full body apparition and I knew it was a full body apparition, I'm probably turning around.
Okay.
Actually, I'd probably back it up.
That's it. You gotta keep eyes on it the whole time so you know where it's at. You got
Now
backup.
it's gonna be awesome, but I'd be scared shitless.
Right.
Well, Dale
And-
has some here.
Yeah, I've
And
seen
nobody can say that they wouldn't.
Isabella.
Right.
Oh, all right. I've seen the full shadow figures here, but I've not seen a full bodied apparition yet.
Yeah, we seen Courtney in the basement.
Okay.
Yeah, that was creepy. We were doing an investigation in the basement, and there's like pillars and chairs, and right on the other side of the chair, I'm looking. There was a little girl, and I could see her brown pigtails, little white dress, and I'm like, what the?
Like, did you just see
fuck
that?
is that?
It was
Yeah.
so fast.
And it was, and then I turned to her and turned back, and she was gone.
Yeah, it was so fast.
I mean, I'll tell you guys right now, I'm gonna have nightmares about that Indian man.
Yeah.
Same.
That's fucked up, man.
The experiences we've had here.
There you go.
Fuck you, girl.
That one?
That's the one.
That's
Yep.
Okay.
That's the one.
That's the one.
right.
Yeah, I don't need.
Yeah, you don't even know what to
Can
say.
you imagine being psychic and seeing that all the time? You're just walking around psychic and you just see that guy in the middle of the balloons. Like that's what you see
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
No.
We do have a resident psychic, Greg Nicholas. I don't know if you guys know him.
Yeah.
Greg's
I met
awesome.
him at Parapsychon.
Yeah, you might have a parapsychic.
Yep.
Yeah.
He comes and he actually went through our haunted house out back, and I
Oh, wow.
was at in the beginning of before you go into the house, and he come up to me and he goes, Ken. I said, what's wrong? He goes, that field freaks me out. I said, why? He goes, there's a guy standing back there, and he has a cane, and he's just staring at me. I'm like, okay, well, don't go back in the field. I don't know what.
Right. How do people live like that?
Right?
Actually, like when we're out back, we heard like 3 knocks the one day. And I'm like, do you guys remember? And I'm like, all right, if you're trying to scare us, knock louder. And it went boom, boom, boom. Donnie was like, what the hell was that? Like that freaked us out.
We have, the
Yeah.
70s masks, like it's not plastic, but
The string.
with one rubber band
The
that holds
Woolworths
your head.
mask.
We have a clown
Yeah.
mask hanging in the one corner, and when you talk to it, it'll turn and look at you.
Crazy.
No.
Oh.
Shit, seriously.
Because
Just like, nope.
it was us 4 back there the one night, and Sue was on one side, I was on the other, and then Donnie and Dale were in the middle. And I said, can you turn and look at Sue? And the mask would turn and stop and
How it's
just look at her. I said, okay, can you turn and look at me? It would turn back and
No.
stop, just looking at me. It was like on command, and then it would go straight and stop and like look at Donnie and Dale.
See, I want to see that, but I would be scared out of my mind if that thing looked at me. Like, I
See,
want
like,
to see it happen. I want to see it
they're
happen,
telling- They're telling us these stories, and then they're like, you should
Mhm.
totally come. Like, it's-
Good.
I've been there twice.
Yeah, there's
I also
It's grown.
I do apologize when I'm investigating. Like if I say I'm trying to figure out which room's yours. Can you make a noise in your room so that I know which one's yours? And then if there's a banging noise and I get scared, I'm like, I'm sorry. I know I asked you to do that, and I shouldn't react that way.
But
You just startled me. It's fine. They're probably like, you asked me to do this. Why are you scared?
But then I get
Scared.
that on the second floor because there's all kinds of knocks and bangs on the second floor.
Yeah.
It
Actually,
the portals.
the
of hell.
producers, go ahead, tell.
Go ahead,
No, God,
you go.
you say it better, God.
somebody talk.
The portals to hell episode, and when you guys watch it, you'll see Jack and Katrina like jump down the hall. On the reveal, they actually show me what really happened. There was actually a cameraman in the bathroom across from Mary Aiello's, and he said that he was like filming out of the room, and standing next to a stall, and there was a giant bang right by his head on the stall.
Oh,
All of them heard it because it was that loud. That's what freaked them all out. But he actually jumps out of the bathroom, and that's what even makes everybody even more scared.
Scared them.
But they don't show that.
Yeah,
They didn't show that part of
Yeah.
him jumping out of the bathroom.
I think
Yeah.
part that showed was Jack's reaction.
Jack
Yeah.
and Katrina, and then they, yes,
Yeah.
Oh, it's him jumping out of the bathroom.
it's him, all bang, and him jumping out of the bathroom.
yeah.
And it's
Wow.
crazy. And when they showed
Yeah.
it, I walked up to him after and I said, well, what happened? He goes, I was filming. He goes, a loud bang. He goes, I've been doing this for, yeah. He goes, I've been doing this for like 10 years. He goes, that is the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. He goes, I was scared at a lot of stuff. He goes, but that scared the shit out of me. He goes, that's why I jumped out of the bathroom, because it was right next to my head.
So we took them around afterwards. They wanted to tour the building a little more, so it was cool.
Nice.
We actually took the one producer, Ryan, and a cameraman up to the 3rd floor. And earlier in the night, when Jack and Katrina was up there with me, the room at the end of the hall that was the makeshift morgue in the 70s, we were actually walking out of that room, and the pool buzzer for the residents, the call light went off as we went out of the room. And we're walking down, like, what the hell is that? And we get to the end, and you see the call box and what number of the room, and that's actually room 13 that it goes off. So I had to walk back down, reset the button. None of us touched it. And then when we went with the producer and the cameraman up at the end of the night, we were in a different room, and we heard the buzzer go off again. And I looked at the call box, and that room went off again.
Wow.
That happens on 1 North as well too. The bed lamp turn on. It's crazy.
Huh.
Wow.
To me, it's kind of cool they still work.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's only 2004, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
true. Yeah.
still.
Actually, I think, was it the psychic fair? So when the vendors come and they stay in 1 North for the psychic fair,
Yeah.
142, was it, Dale? Do you remember? 142, a lady was in there and had a ton of crystals. So she was selling our crystals. And like, it charged the whole room, I guess, because the lamp would turn on its own. And everybody was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So something in that room was turning on and off, and it was a wild night.
Wow.
So.
Wow. And she's just trying to sell crystals.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, she'd already left. So it was after
Yeah, it
that.
was after they
Oh,
left.
wow.
That's awesome.
You guys like contact her and say thank you for opening up a portal?
We were wondering what she was doing with the circle of crystals in the middle of the room.
Yeah, right.
Why is this man naked in his room?
We have rules about that, you know.
Oh,
Yes.
dear.
We do set rules about that.
At least close the door so no one sees you.
Right. It doesn't help with that, the picture window that looks out of the street though. So,
One of our rules here is there's no
lewd behavior.
lewd behavior.
Mhm.
And we had to put that in because
We have to be specific about what kind of lewd behavior.
I was
Because-
minding my own business. I was going to the bathroom. I walk in and I see like these big ass feet. I'm like, holy crap. And they were facing this way. And then I see another set of feet facing this way. I'm like, what are you guys doing? They were in the stall together. And she comes out and says, I'm so sorry. He was too scared to go to the bathroom by himself. I'm like,
That's
Yeah,
what you were
right.
doing.
Right.
how about you wait outside?
Right.
Yeah.
Not going to the stall together. So it was just strange.
so we,
Yeah.
we had to put that in our rules. No
Yep.
lewd behavior.
Yeah. It's disturbing, the things that you have to say out loud.
It really
They
is.
should have just went with it. Well, it's just me in here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a haunted house.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just me in here. I don't know what you're
Haunted
saying.
hospital.
There's only one person in here, I swear.
It's a full-bodied apparition. Don't
Those are
mind that.
my favorite I carry around with me. They're trigger objects. I did my favorite trigger objects.
Trigger object. These are my trigger legs. Oh gosh.
My spirit guide. He's protecting me.
Tell your spirit guide to wait in the hallway.
Right.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I mean, it has been suggested to us that we could fund a new roof with an OnlyFans page, but you know.
There's something for everybody. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Mine-
say that all the time.
Yours isn't going too well. That's a shame. Pat.
Carry guy.
Oh, bearded man.
Bearded song. They call him the bearded song.
Oh, jeez.
Oh gosh.
He wears the cheese.
Listen, these buildings are expensive to run, okay? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was great, Donnie.
Just gotta throw that in there with the cheese head on.
A thong and a cheese. That's something I
I'm
don't
sure there's a niche market for that
I'm
somewhere.
sure that's
Dale.
already a thing.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. There's something for everybody.
Yep.
Right.
Wow, that's funny.
Everybody
So,
has their kink.
Heisenberg has a question for you.
Okay.
Do you have anything you would like to plug today? Tonight? Sometime?
We actually have our big convention coming up in August. August 13th is HillCon. And we have a really fantastic lineup of speakers that Sue pretty much single-handedly set up for us, which was awesome.
Nice.
And there's vendors, there's psychics, there's tours. Some of the people coming, Daniel Clays from the Hinsdale House is going to be here.
I love
Nice.
him.
Yeah, Daniel's
Yeah.
great.
He's actually doing the nighttime investigation.
He is. He's doing a separate
Oh,
talk.
cool. Yeah.
A gallery reading with Greg Nicholas, and it's going to be down in Eli's boiler room, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
A little bit different for us. We have Alex Matsuo, April Busette, psychic housewife of New Jersey. Chris Sanders. We have Eric and Stephanie. Who else is coming? Oh, Glider.
Yep.
Glider's coming.
Yeah. Adam. Cool.
Yeah. Freighter Crow.
That's Freighter.
I'm trying to go through my brain for. I know I'm missing something.
A few others.
Yeah, we're working on a few others. So that's our big event. That's Saturday, August 13th. It's always a great day. Like I said, I think we have over 40 vendors signed up
Yes.
already, and
Yeah.
it's awesome. We have the talks.
I know
all
we
day.
got we had a couple people chiming in, said they were really looking forward to it.
Excellent.
I think Jen was one of them, and Barb. I think she's got a table.
Yeah, Barb's going to be there, I thought so.
Excellent. Barb has
We have-
awesome stuff.
Eric and Stephanie.
Right.
Eric and Stephanie.
Dave Giuliano.
Oh, Dave Giuliano. How could I forget Dave
Oh,
Giuliano?
cool.
He's going to be here, and he's got a really big event at the end of this month. I think it's sold out now. I think there were like 5 spaces left,
Yeah.
but
Since our live yesterday, we talked about it. And
it's sold out. He sold out the
Oh,
last
nice.
spots. Yeah,
There you go.
we're really
Is the
excited.
con sold out too? The
I'm
nighttime investigation? Is the con sold out too?
No, it is not sold out. We actually still have spaces available for that, so if people want to sign up. But I do it quickly because it's kind of like one of those. Anybody who does conventions, the
Yeah.
closer you get, the faster the spots start going.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We have people there like, hey, can we sign up? We're like, dude, we're so oversold.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course,
Yeah.
me, I'm the big mouth that they give me. I'm like, sure, I'll sell you the ticket. My boss, we're oversold.
Because all of us are horrible
Right.
procrastinators, and we don't plan until the last minute.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. We'll book an event and our boss will get nervous because it's a month out. It's not booking. It's too soon. It's a month
Right.
out. Too soon.
Yeah.
And then the week before it's completely booked out. So,
Yeah. That's
like
cool.
procrastinators. And unfortunately, everybody has busy lives. You never know what's going to come up.
Right.
Right.
You know, I want to make a deposit and then, oh man, I can't go.
Right.
We have that coming up. And then, of course, we have Scare Manor coming up. Like I
Yeah.
said, starting at the end of September all the way through October. It's an absolutely phenomenal job. These two, just their creative minds blow me away with what they design.
It's the only time I can use my crazy creativity. My
Yeah.
all that cool stuff. And all the money goes back into the building.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Building up and running for everybody to enjoy, and it takes a lot to,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize
Yeah.
that, but it does.
Oh yeah,
Yes. Oh yeah.
This is the third season for that.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're still relatively
nice.
babies in the field of
Yeah.
haunted houses.
We got a rip
Sure.
package. You could do a tour of the building and a
T-shirt.
enter through the scare house and a t-shirt. So
Yeah.
Nice.
try to keep it affordable too, because a lot of other haunted attractions, it's like $55 to get in.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
ours,
I know.
ours right now is $25 for an adult.
Yeah.
We have old
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not bad at all.
people said
Yeah.
that to us, like, wow, this is great. You don't
Yeah.
have to animatronics or just things all around. You guys actually, scare us. And they
Yeah.
miss
Yeah.
that. Because it's just so different now. So that's what we go for.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
generally
that's really cool.
work in-house because I'm okay with spirits, but that kind of scares. They're not getting me on reacting to this. That's like
Yeah.
one of my favorite things is when it's quiet in here is just to step out back into the darkness and listen to the teenage screams echoing across.
Yeah, yeah.
You help me
That's
out.
so cool.
I help out here a lot. Like I said, I do the in-house
We
stuff up
make our
here.
crazy stuff.
Yes. Donnie kills it with tours all night long, running through the building all night.
Dale's one of our scares.
He is.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm not going to tell you where he's at, just in case you guys come through.
You guys have to come.
I got you.
Yeah. Things last year with that. That was awesome. These guys are awesome. So seriously, you have to come out and check that out. And then we have
Yeah.
tons of events all through October.
Daddy.
We have Heather Taddy coming October 29th.
Oh, cool.
Coming back, actually. Yeah, she's been here a couple times so far this
Yeah,
year.
we can't get rid of her. It's their third time here.
Yeah.
Right.
You're helping us with Scare Manor too, so that's really cool.
We have a really cool witches and witchcraft event in September
Oh, cool.
coming up. So yeah, we got tons of stuff. Everybody check it out. Our brand new website that got saged and is no longer haunted.
What trick or treat? We didn't.
October 23rd.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that. It's my favorite event of the year. We do a
Yes.
kids trick or treat through the building.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
That's awesome.
Kids
Catered
attend this.
Yeah, last year was our biggest year. We had over 200 children
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
through, and it's $5 to come through, and you
Yeah.
actually just like walk down 1 North, and we have people pay $10 to set up in a room.
And they
Up
decorate
in the
the
night.
Oh, that's cool.
Bump of the Night always support us.
Yeah.
And we're so grateful
Yeah.
for Jen and Sean.
But all the
Yeah.
money raised that day goes to the local canine police unit.
Oh, that's
Aw.
awesome.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That is awesome.
Dago Canine, it's really awesome. It's my favorite day because, like I said, all these kids coming through in their costumes. We're more excited
Yeah.
than they are. And
Yeah.
there's little kids who, this place really haunted. And then by the end, I'm like, well, this place was awesome. So
Yeah.
We actually
That's cool.
we have a dance.
we have a
The
local
high
high school.
school rents out the cafeteria and puts on a dance.
Oh my gosh, how cool.
Fun.
That's awesome.
But they're scared shitless of their
There.
kids.
Because we even
That's
asked
awesome.
the superintendent, hey, is it okay if we scare these kids a little bit? He said, I will give you extra money if you make these kids.
Nice.
We're all over that.
Yeah.
Donnie found the creepiest old Jack in the Box. And like
Oh God.
all distorted and like out of your nightmares, and he'd stand by the door and just play it. And, oh my God, did you hear that? We're so screaming.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
It is
Yeah,
so
like
cool.
I said, we have so much awesome stuff
Yeah,
coming
we
up.
do a lot.
Yeah, we've had a really busy year anyway, but going into the fall, I'm sure you guys know haunted locations. You
Yeah.
hit the ground running, and next thing you know, it's November. So
Right.
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 Yeah. Yep.
So how could people book privates? Like,
we
how
are
could people get a hold of you to book a private investigation?
we are sold out of privates. Unless they want to come Monday through Thursday, all of our Friday, Saturday, Sunday privates are booked out through the end of the year.
Nice.
But it's all
So they can still do weekdays? Sorry.
If they want, if they're interested in weekdays, we can do it Monday through Thursday. They can just send us an email. It's right on our website, but it's info@hauntedhillviewmanor.com and inquire, what date they want, and our owner can usually work something out with them.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
crazy that, I mean, within the last couple of years, how much more people are noticing
Yeah.
Hillview Manor. And we've been putting the word out there as much as we can. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys see us at OSR,
Yeah.
pitching our spiel talking
Yeah.
about the building. And a lot of those, it's crazy because a lot of those people didn't know that this place was here.
What?
Yeah.
It's not that far. I mean, and we just try to go other places.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just talk about Hillview.
Support everybody
For
else.
sure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Supporters.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Yeah, we say it's not a competition between the locations. We're all kind of in
No.
this.
We could all
Yeah.
live together.
And
Right.
not a lot of locations are like that. A lot of these locations are greedy as shit.
There.
But I don't understand why. I mean,
Right.
like, yes, it's
Ashley's
cool
in
to
a
go
good
back to build. It's not like if I go to a location and I like it, I'm not going to just go there once a month. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how much shit you talk about another location. Like, people are still going to go somewhere else. And then, yeah, they might come back like once a year or something. But
Right.
Yeah.
it's not, it's just dumb to have the competition.
It is dumb because, like Melissa said, we're all in this together. We're all, we're all trying to make money
Right.
to keep the
Yeah.
building running. And
Right.
Right.
you know what I mean?
For us to enjoy.
Preserve the
For-
Yeah.
history.
We're,
Right.
we're all looking for that answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not looking for anything different.
I have
Yeah.
these.
Sue knows. She was
So if you'd like to know the answers, just contact Hillview. Go book a private investigation on a Monday through Thursday and talk to Sue.
There you go.
There you go.
Well,
No,
awesome,
it's
guys.
good.
Thank you.
Everybody who works here love this building. And we love
Yeah.
going to other places. We love
Yeah.
experiencing in other places. But for us, this is our home.
Yeah. This
Just
is
Yeah.
like Madison is your home. You know,
Yeah.
But we
And-
would come support you anytime.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Awesome.
yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's just
Exactly.
supporting each other. It's not
Yeah.
Yep.
who has the bigger stick or whatever you want to call
and
it.
it's like
Right.
that with the haunted attraction industry as well.
Yeah.
It's even
You
worse.
know, it's
Yeah.
even worse.
Oh
But
yeah.
Yeah. I would imagine.
But just so you know, we're better.
There it is.
We're the number one haunt in Newcastle, just so you know that.
Right.
Okay.
Everybody says, "Oh, we're the number one blah 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 haunt in
Yeah.
forever." Yeah, we make a joke of it because we
we're
say
the only haunt.
we're the only. And I always say, like when we do our lives or whatever, I say, "Hey, come on out to the number one haunt in Newcastle." And Sue will go,
Yeah.
"We're the only haunt in Newcastle." I'm like, well,
That's good.
we make a joke of it
Awesome.
because it is a joke.
It is
I mean,
a
there's
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
there's enough wealth to try. I mean, we're just trying, like I said, this is our third season. We're just trying to get bigger and better with that and make the
Yeah.
building
Awesome.
bigger and better. And that's all that we're here for. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying
Right.
to bring
Yeah.
business into here, trying to make it better, trying to get the word out that this place is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It's so crazy that people wouldn't know about Hillview, I feel like, because it's been like
Yeah.
on my bucket list.
There's people that live in Newcastle, don't
Be
you?
I did know this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the police won't come inside.
Neither will the
Neither
fire
will the
department.
fire company.
Yeah.
They know we're here.
We had the smoke alarm go off the one night, and it was a faulty smoke alarm.
Yeah.
And I knew what
Yeah.
it was. And
Yeah.
the fire truck, they pulled up and around because we have a roundabout.
Yeah.
They pulled
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Hey, is there a fire in there? He wouldn't even get out of the truck.
We're like, you
My
guys,
God.
we're good. We trust you.
I'm like, it's a faulty smoke detector. He goes, okay, everybody good, no fire? I said, there's no fire. Okay, see ya. And he drove off.
Oh my God.
Come in, they're like, no, we're good. I'm like, okay.
That's funny.
So when we do our CPR classes for the haunted house out back, and then when the
Uh-huh.
fire
Yeah.
comes and we do our like checks,
Inspections,
you gotta know what you're doing, exits, like they don't even
Yeah.
want in. So and you just see them talking, looking around,
Waiting for something to happen.
Right.
We didn't even tell
Meanwhile, your kid goes there.
We didn't even tell them the haunted house is haunted because they probably wouldn't come in
No.
there.
That's funny.
Yeah. Can you guys walk us around with your phone and we'll just look at stuff?
I heard stories. And they're like in their 60s, 70s. So
Yeah.
That's
Sure they
crazy. That's funny.
I'm too old.
Where you going, Dale?
I'm standing up. That leather chair is like really,
Chafing him.
yeah, really.
Getting chafed up.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta go home to my OnlyFans page, you know.
Right.
Oh.
Well, that's all right though, because we it's about that time. Unfortunately, that was a quick 2 hours. We do gotta
Yeah.
close this show out. We want to let you guys know that we appreciate you guys coming on. It was
Yep.
awesome. Thank you for teaching us about.
Yes.
Thank you.
You guys have been on my bucket list forever. I mean, I've known
Right.
about Hillview since getting into this thing years and years ago. So
Mhm.
you're on my bucket list. We're gonna get up there. Maybe we'll try to get up and hook up for one of those Wednesday night lives.
Come up and do a live.
You'll love it.
All
Awesome.
three of you guys, come up and do a live. We're inviting you.
You'll be
Awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. We'll definitely be in touch.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. Everybody watching tonight and asking questions and making comments in the chat room. Thank you so much for watching and enjoying the show with us. D. Heisenberg, love you guys. I love you, Haunted Hillview. And yeah, we will see you next Thursday. You guys have a good weekend. We'll spook you later, crypto heads. D.
Please don't be an asshole.
Stay
Don't be an
spooky.
asshole.
Don't be
You
an
guys have
asshole.
a good weekend.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.